Hello everyone, we are live from Talladega Superspeedway here in Talladega, Alabama for round 31. It's the GEICO 50 and it's the midway point in our round of 12. Now we're going to have 19 laps around this 2.66 mile superspeedway. First half of our Talladega doubleheader that will close out the round of 12. But first, let's take a look through your starting lineup. On pole is the number 65 FedEx Toyota Camry of Adrian Rojas, his first career pole in the BEOSC. And to his outside is the number 14 Tide Mercedes AMG of Devin Fair. In row 2, we have Jackson Maine next to Azul Cielo. Maine won last week at Riki. Row 3 is a pair of chasers in the 58 of Bailey Pendergast and the 15 of Nelson Reeves. Row 4 is a pair of Toyotas in Anderson Reed and Leland Hill. And rounding out the top 10 is the 38 of Hitaka Kitsune and the 17 of Josh King. Row 6 sees Logan Williams next to Tari Lowell back in the 44. Row 7 is the 47 of Parker Martinez next to the 34 of Ryan Keith. Row 8 is Rafiq Razana and Nathan Smith. Row 9 sees the 74 of Blake Kanaki and the 86 of Nonigan Scott. And rounding out the top 20 is Riley Wilkin and Kevin Hulkenberg. Row 11 is the 07 of Derek Hamill and the 13 of Felix Jansen. Row 12 sees Holly Yoko and Jackson Kelsey. Row 13 is the 76 of Noah Clifton and the 75 of Tommy Rollo. Row 14 is Ninjika Kazami and Tim Pitch, and rounding out the top 30 is the 3 of Patrick Starr and the 54 of Theo Splitzer. Row 16, we see Ryan Llewellyn and John McFadden. Row 17 is the 55 of Zachary DeLillo and the 20 of Chrissy Splitzer, a pair of Toyotas. Row 18 sees a pair of John McFadden Racing Dodges and Neo Stark and Wyatt Qualley. Then behind them, it's the 1 of John Davis and the 28 of Evan Hunter. And then rounding out the top 40, we see the 2 Otts Racing cars of Renan Issip and Vincent David. And rounding out the field will be the 80 of Adam Mitchell and the 50 of Seishin Tomioka. So it's going to be 19 laps around this 2.66 mile track. And the cars are rolling here. Adrian Rojas will be leading them to green. Devin Fair, who is sporting the Marie colors in the start of a 3-race, quote, idol battle between Devin Fair and Chrissy Splitzer. Devin Fair clearly got the upper hand here as he qualified well ahead of Splitzer as the pace car is going to peel in and we begin the long run down through the tri-oval to the green flag. So it's going to be Rojas, Fair, Maine, Cielo, and Pendergast leading them to the green. And green flag is out here from Talladega. It's a good start for Adrian Rojas. He's going to try to clear Fair as they head into turn 1. And through turn 1 they go. Ryan Keith already trying to make a move. Hitaka Kitsune, and here comes Jackson Maine. He got a great launch off turn 1, and as they head onto the back straight, Jackson Maine goes into the race lead. Maine won the last Superspeedway race at Riki, and now he's up front once again. There's Adrian Rojas, and now here comes Bailey Pendergast on the inside as they're going to go 4 wide here on lap 1. That was Azul Cielo, Anderson Reed, Logan Williams, and Parker Martinez, and Reeves was trying to go around the outside of his teammate Cielo. He was thinking about 5 wide here. As they head into the tri-oval for the first time, it's going to be Pendergast leading them, but Parker Martinez is coming up with a full head of steam. Martinez is drafting help, and Ryan Keith, Rafiq Razana, and Nonigan Scott looks like that they're going to leave him. They're going to shuffle him up to the middle as they're 4 wide. This is real tight here early as Ryan Keith goes now to the race lead. Keith's shown speed on these super speedways, but he's still not been able to convert it into a win. As a bit of contact there between Martinez and Kitsune. Here comes Rafiq Razana now for the race lead. Razana goes to the point. He has Nonigan Scott, Logan Williams, and Josh King behind as they're real tight, 4 wide. Hamill, Lowell, Fair, and I think that was Pendergast as they head through the tri-oval. Nonigan Scott's going to get a good run here. Josh King also coming up the inside. He's got help from Derek Hamill. Nonigan Scott leads the lap, and they're wrecking. Tari Lowell goes around. More cars. I think Reeves was involved in that. Yellow's out, and they're going to be racing it back. Josh King with a huge push from Derek Hamill. He goes into the race lead. And now Hamill's going to step out of line. He's going to try to take this lead for himself. Logan Williams going to try to maybe make a move on Hamill. Josh King got a great run, and now here comes Derek Hamill with help from Logan Williams. As 3 of the 4 Logan Sport cars are up here, this is going to be a great run for them if they can keep it. Logan Williams going to make it 3 wide as we head into the tri-oval. Coming to the yellow, Josh King with a big run on the outside, and he's going to lead them back. As they all ease down here, first yellow, lap 4 of 19, and it's the big one. And a lot of chasers are going to have to work their way out of this one. See Bailey Pendergast and Jackson Main in it. So, what has happened here? So, it looks like that. It looks like Pendergast and Reed may have made contact. Then Hill and everyone just kind of stacks up. You see there's Reed, Rojas, Pendergast. It's Clifton, Hulkenberg with a lot of damage. So, Leland Hill, Nelson Reeves, a lot of pole position cars involved in that. So we're going to look at the helicopter cam. And yeah, it was Reed who made contact with Pendergast. And then it all goes from there. You see there's Hill, Reeves. Most everyone skates by. Nathan Smith gets some damage there. But yeah. So a messy incident I'll take out a decent amount of the front runners here at Talladega will be the first caution, but we'll bring you back to the action when that comes here from the first race at Talladega. Lap 7 of 19, and we are ready to head back racing. Out of this race are Kevin Hulkenberg, Hitaka Kitsune, Bailey Pendergast, Anderson Reed, Jackson Main, Nelson Reeves, and Leland Hill. Adrian Rojas, Tari Lowell, Devin Fair, also all sustained damage. They're all at the rear. Wyatt Qualley, also with damage. Then Felix Jansen and Theo Spletzer as well. It's back up at the front. Josh King leading for the first time since I think it was Riki, but he has still not won since season 1. He still holds the record for most winningest driver in the BEOSC with 6 wins to his name. The man right behind him, Derek Hamill, is currently second on that list. Then Nonigan Scott, he sits third with 1 win to his name, but he's trying to punch his ticket to the round of 8 as they head through the tri-oval. King, Hamill, then Scott, Williams, and Martinez are going to lead them to the green. And the green flag is flying here at Talladega, and it's going to be a pretty bad getaway from Hamill's. Nonigan Scott already all over him. Josh King looks like that he got a good launch. He's going to hold this lead for now. So they head through turns 1 and 2. Logan Williams looks like that he's going to try to maybe make a move, but Razana's 2 steps ahead of him. He's jumped to that inside, and he's going to try to make a move here for second. A lot of chasers battling up here for the potential of victory, but meanwhile it's Josh King who's jumped out to this early advantage. As they head through 3 and 4, Hamill and Williams are stuck in the middle as the 2 Wolf racing cars have linked up. Rafiq Razana and Ryan Keith. Keith gonna push Razana for this lead. Now Keith is gonna try to jump out and take the win for himself. Here comes Jackson Kelsey. He's a name we haven't mentioned yet. And Razana is going to go to the lead for now, but Keith's going to be on the inside with help from Jackson Kelsey. Holly Yoko, Tommy Rullo also join into the fray. And Keith's got a great run on his teammate. As they head onto the back straight, Ryan Keith goes into the race lead. As now more challengers coming into this lead pack. As you see, there's Neo Stark, Riley Wilkin, then Chrissy Spletzer and Patrick Starr further up the road, as Kelsey's currently leading this inside line, but with Holly Oko right there. Oko's trying to break into the top 40 in owner's points, and a run like this would certainly help her chances. Meanwhile, Ryan Keith still holding the race lead. So they're going to go 4 wide through the tri-oval. Oh, that's really tight between Kelsey Hamill and Logan Williams. As Rosanna leads them at the line, we've kept it clean for now. Rafiq Rosanna the leader, but Ryan Keith's going to get a good run. Holly Oko starting to fade a bit, but she's found help in Riley Wilkin. And Ryan Keith still trying to take this race lead away from his teammate. Rosanna tried to go high, but Josh King was right there with help from his teammate Logan Williams. Now Keith has hooked up with Derek Hamill, and Ryan Keith goes into the race lead. So now, can Keith hold this lead, as now Hamill's look like that he's going to immediately try to make a move here to the inside. Jackson Kelsey trying to maybe make something happen, as he's trying to get help from Holly Oko. Ryan Keith trying to be the first chaser to pick up a win so far in this chase. As Jackson Kelsey still trying to make that inside line work. He's got Holly Oko and Ryan Llewellyn to help. But meanwhile, it's Ryan Keith who's controlling the lanes ahead of Derek Hamill. As they head down through 3 and 4, Rafiq Rosanna's right on his tail. The last thing that I think Wolf Racing would want to see is an incident between these two, because that would spell doom for both of their chances. Rosanna's currently over the cut line, but Ryan Keith is under it, as Logan Sport holding in here strong. They're the 17, and the 47. As now I think Logan Williams has jumped to the inside. He's going to try to make a move for the lead here. He's got a great run, and Logan Williams is going to get into the race lead. Now he's going to pull this inside line up. Here comes Holly Oko. She's going to try to make a run. Chrissy Spletzer also up here trying to set up a line. Holly Oko with help from fellow Toyotas Ryan Llewellyn and Chrissy Spletzer. She's going to go into the race lead. Holly Oko's been in this situation before. Can she finally capitalize and potentially take her first career win here at Talladega? So we cross the line to take 7 laps to go. Ryan Keith with a huge run on the outside with help from his teammate Rafiq Rosanna, who's been his faithful pusher 4 wide, and here comes Evan Hunter and Azul Cielo, 2 names we haven't talked about so far, with help from Najika Kazami. John McFadden also up here, as it is extremely tight. 4 wide, 2 back throughout the field, as Holly Oko is going to get the run on the preferred inside line through 3 and 4. Evan Hunter now going to start possibly challenge for this race. Leading contact in the wall. There's wrecking. And that pack was not going to last for long. We knew it, and there's the crash that we all expected was going to happen, and Ryan Keith is going to lead them back to the line. And I saw Derek Hamill in that. That is not going to be helpful for him. Parker Martinez, Nathan Smith is slow. What has happened here to bring out our second caution? So they were racing in this pack, and it looks like that Martinez, yeah, he made contact with Jackson Kelsey. That sent him into Derek Hamill. Then you see here's Nathan Smith, Najika Kazami, Tommy Rollo, Vincent David. Oh, David was lucky not to get hit there. I think Devin Fair may have gotten involved in another incident today. But yeah, that's going to be an unfortunate end to a lot of people trying to play spoiler. But it's Ryan Keith who leads them back to the line, trying to win here to lock his spot in the round of 8. But we'll bring you back to the action here from Talladega once we're ready to head back green. So we are going to have a green-white checkered to decide this at Talladega, but Logan Williams is not going to be in this race anymore. He's got a flat tire on the 7 car. He's pulled it onto the apron. They're going to try to fix that 7 and get it back out there to at least score some points. But it's definitely going to be a question of what could have been for that 7 team. As out of this race from that crash, Tari Lowell, Noah Clifton, Devin Fair, Derek Hamill, Parker Martinez, and Kevin Hulkenberg are all out. And so it's going to be Ryan Keith, Rafiq Rizana, Holyoke, Evan Hunter, and Ryan Llewellyn leading them to the green. But it's going to be 6 Toyotas all lined up. Then it'll be the Dodge of John McFadden, as Logan Williams is going to follow the pace car into pit road. That's going to be a disappointing end for the 7 team. As now, this is going to be our final restart. 2 laps to decide who's going to come home with the victory here at Talladega. And the green flag flies here. We are back racing for the final time. Who will claim victory? It's a pretty even getaway from everyone in the top 3. Evan Hunter, he's going to jump down to the inside, try to establish that lane nice and early. As that's definitely going to impact everyone else, as Oko stayed high, so did Rafiq Rizana. And Evan Hunter looks like he's going to move up into second. As they head down the back straight, John McFadden stepping out of line, Holyoke starting to drop back. Ryan Keith maintaining this race lead as they go 3 wide behind. The big question is, will Ryan Keith hang on? He's been in this situation before. Think back to Riki when Devin Fair eked him out at the line. Here comes the 37 of Azul Cielo. He's going to have help from John McFadden, maybe not. Coming to the white flag, Ryan Keith. He holds the lead by a 10th over his teammate Rafiq Rizana. As heading through 1 and 2, no one seems to have an answer for this 34. Hunter and Cielo may have made a bit of contact. John McFadden's going to try to capitalize. Rizana trying to desperately to catch his teammate. He's got to run. He's going to move to the inside through 3 and 4. Rizana to the inside. All we're going to have left is the tri-oval to go as Rizana goes to the lead. Now it's going to be a drag race to the finish. Rizana looks to have the edge, and Rafiq Rizana is going to beat his teammate to the line. Rizana wins at Talladega. And Rafiq Rizana is going to punch his ticket to the round of 8. He wins the GEICO 50. And Ryan Keith, once again on another super speedway race, is going to lose it coming to the line. 0.02 of a second separated the 2 Wolf Racing cars, and it's Rafiq Rizana that comes out on top. Then the remaining finishers, Evan Hunter in 3rd, Azul Cielo 4th, Holyoke 5th to make it an all Toyota top 5. Then Neo Stark, Riley Wilkin, John McFadden, Ryan Llewellyn, Renan Issip, Chrissy Spletzer, John Davis, Adam Mitchell, Jackson Kelsey, Patrick Starr, Zachary DeLillo, Josh King, Nonigan Scott, Nathan Smith, Vincent David, and Seishin Tomioka round out the top half of the field. Then Kazami Ganaki, Pitch, Rojas, Theo Spletzer, Jansen, Quali, Rollo, Williams, Lowell, Clifton, Fair, Hamill, Martinez, Hulkenberg, Kitsune, Pendergast, Reed, Main, Reeves, and Hill are your finishers. So that has been all from the first Talladega race. We will see you tomorrow, where will round out this Talladega doubleheader. The finishing results from this race will be reversed, and that will be your starting lineup. So it's going to be Leland Hill on pole. But until then, this has been Ash Jacobson. We'll see you next time.